Yeah, I see people already wooing. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here with us. So, welcome. This afternoon, we will celebrate our young people who are participating in our development programs this summer, as well as our business partners who are coming together to make real, lasting change in the lives of those young people. Now, I can't see all of you, but I can see the chat. And I know we have so many longtime friends and new friends with us joining us. So, like many All Stars productions, you are all part of the production. You're part of today's show. So, as you enjoy today's presentation, I encourage you all to use the chat to give applause, to share your All Stars history, to share your responses and emotions. So, here's a direction. Some of you are clicking all panelists. Click all panelists and all attendees. So let's try that. And please give yourselves, give me a big round of applause. There you go. There you go. Somebody just did it. All right. I'm clapping for all of us. That's right. Everybody. There we go. It's coming in. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. Wow. Great. As the title of today's event states, we build community. Keep them coming. And we built the community that was born out of the 60s civil rights movement and established in New York City during the 80s. A community that understood that in order to make change in the world, everyone has to be at the table. Black and white, gay and straight, poor and affluent, Democrat, Republicans, independents, artists, educators, men and women leaders. And we grew this community. It spread across the country from the Atlantic to the Pacific. And as thousands joined our development movement, as you all joined, new opportunities were built. Hope was imagined and reimagined. Lives were changed. My life was changed. And I proudly stand here, a 30-year All-Star. So let's meet our community. I want to see who's in the room and how long you all have been here and how long you've been part of the All-Stars. A poll is going to appear on your screen. When it does, click on it. There we go. It just popped up on my screen. Tell us how long you've been involved in the All-Stars, even if today is your first event. So click brand new if that's the case. I'm going to put 30 plus. Hit that submit button. I just did that. And we're going to give it a few more seconds. Few more seconds. I want to see how many people are here from our community and how long you've been here. Okay. I think I'm ready. Drum roll, please. There it goes. All right. Look at this. I'm generally surprised right now. So 39% of you are brand new. Welcome. Welcome. We have 12%, 2 to 3 years, 17%, 4 to 7, 11%, 8 to 15 years, 8%, 15 to 30, and 13% of people like me, been around a long time. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. That's awesome. Well, now that the chat is open, y'all all know what to do. Keep shouting out things. I want to know where you're watching from. So let's see what cities you're from, what state, what country. Some of you may not be out of the US. Great. I see New York is in the house. Chicago, New Jersey, Harlem. It's coming fast. Ohio State. I can't even keep up. New Jersey, Brooklyn. Brooklyn's in the house. Texas, New Jersey, Bay Area, Harlem, DC. I love it. Keep it going. Keep it going. While you keep doing that, I want to take you on a virtual tour of our community. In the All-Stars, we believe that performance is a powerful tool that leads to development. Brooklyn, baby, I see it. Performance allows you to take risks and try new things. For me, that was having somewhere to direct my anger. Anger of being poor, anger of feeling less than, anger of seeing my friends go to jail or be killed. In the All-Stars Talent Show Network, through performance, I was allowed to make mistakes while building a positive environment for youth to sing, dance, rap, and be applauded by their peers and families. That was empowering. So I'd like to share with you a video of some virtual talent show performances that our young people created this spring.
Hey, I've been bustin' since the jit, soon I hop up out of Bentley bag. Super lit, stupid, like Oprah Winfrey, I'm like,
hey, come on, man, jump on it. You said to stay with them on it, cause it's Saturday night, we're in the spot now. I don't believe it, just why?
I do, I say incredible. If only I were positive, the world would be impeccable. Questioning the outcome of this outbreak, and I'm skeptical. It's eating at my conscience, almost like shit is edible.
There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are.
I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll bring the world to its feet.
She got me bring that go done. You be broke, I ain't had no fun. Now I spend it just for fun. Eat that hell shit for lunch.
Walk up in a bit with the VVS. Can't get my gun cause I don't do the text. Don't give a damn about you.
Then say it.
You don't wanna see me no more. You don't even call me at all. You know you be jumping about. Notoriously never wrong.
Our performers, give them a round of applause. Let's see them again. That was good. I see it in the chat. Thank you. It was so great doing that over the spring, and we're going to have a lot more coming to you in the summer and the fall. Now, earlier this month, the Dallas Morning News published my op-ed that asked all of us to have youth-led conversations that will support our finding more unity than divisions. These conversations will be difficult because they need to also address and not mask over years of poverty that has been detriment to our growth of Black and brown youth. I want to introduce a man who has been leading difficult conversations for 40 years. And from those conversations, he has built partnerships with youth leaders, education leaders, business and nonprofit leaders all over Chicago. I'm proud to call him a friend and a colleague. He's a true leader of leaders and an inspiration to everyone he meets. There he is, All-Stars Project of Chicago City Leader, David Cherry. Give it up for him.
Thank you so much, Antoine, for that warm introduction. I really appreciate it. I was a huge fan of a man named Simon Wiesenthal. Wiesenthal survived 4 concentration camps in Europe during the Holocaust in the 1940s. From 1947 until 2003, Wiesenthal spent his life bringing Nazis to justice for the barbaric and murderous Holocaust, which resulted in the deaths of 6 million Jews during World War II. Wiesenthal expressed a responsibility as a Holocaust survivor to fight for justice for those who did not survive. Upon his retirement in 2003, after 56 years of hunting Nazis, Wiesenthal said, "I have survived them all. If there were any left, they'd be too old and weak to stand trial. My work is done," concluded Wiesenthal. We have made progress since the days of the civil rights movement, but in the 1960s, but our work is far from done. One of the best descriptions about this moment in history is from another person I'm a huge fan of, Beyonce Knowles. In her letter to the Kentucky Attorney General about the shooting death of Breonna Taylor, Beyonce says, "With the death of a Black person at the hands of police, there are 2 real tragedies: the death itself and the inaction and the delays which follow it. This is your chance to end that pattern," concluded Beyonce. When we end this pattern and when we win the fight for justice, we will move closer to the day when we can move from angry protests against injustice to joyful parades celebrating the diversity of the American people. As we continue the quest for justice, we need to talk about why is there so much violence and how to address it. The alternative to violence is human development. All all individuals who commit violence against innocent people are underdeveloped. Individuals who grow up in environments of bigotry, who commit racist, misogynistic, and homophobic attacks are underdeveloped. Individuals who target any group of people due to the color of their skin or their religion, who commit genocide against those people, are underdeveloped. Individuals who hate people due to their nationality and who commit terrorist attacks are underdeveloped. Individuals who become so angry at society and commit mass shootings at churches, synagogues, mosques, schools, shopping malls, nightclubs, and concerts are underdeveloped. Individuals who grew up in extreme poverty and trauma and who go on to commit gun violence against people in our communities are underdeveloped. We live in a country and a world of people who are severely underdeveloped. And because we live in a society which doesn't understand nor talks about human development, the majority of people don't even know they are underdeveloped. Perhaps it is rare for some of you to hear quotes from a young Black woman celebrity like Beyonce Knowles and an older Jewish crusader for justice like Simon Wiesenthal in the same remarks. It is not unusual for those of us in the All-Stars. Our performance approach to human development involves people of different races, religions, ethnicities, poor, middle class, and affluent, and people of all age groups who voluntarily come together for youth development. It is a process where people learn about each other, we celebrate each other, and everyone grows and develops together. It is the way forward, and it is how we must move forward together. As I said earlier, our work is far from done, but all of us with the All-Stars Project are on the right path. Through all of the pain and anguish of this time in history, I am proud to be on this journey with you. Thank you very much.
Let's hear it for David. Let's hear it for David. David, thank you. I see in the chat everyone saying teach, teach. And thank you, David, for always being a thoughtful leader, a thoughtful teacher. Thank you for sharing how we've gotten where we are and where we need to go. Thank you. Right now, I want to give you a view of our programs. And maybe I'm talking to our 39% of newcomers. So again, thank you. But I'm talking to all of us. So let me tell you about our 3 core programs. The first is the All-Stars Talent Show Network. Always close to my heart since it's how I found the All-Stars. And it's where young people, we go out and talk to others in the neighborhoods to produce and perform in community talent shows. Very special program. Operation Conversation, Cops and Kids is a program that began in New York City in 2006 after the police killing of a young man named Sean Bell. It brings together young people from poor communities together with officers who police those communities to create a new performance. Over 4,000 officers in New York City and Newark, New Jersey have participated in those community workshops over the past 14 years. And we have worked with hundreds of police officers in Dallas in the most recent years, doing community outreach and building community. Our third core program is a development school for youth, which gives young people the opportunity to go into mainstream corporations for workshops and to meet and partner with business professionals. Now, let's take a moment to show you the impact we create together in the All-Stars through another short video.
You know, we're all informed in some sense, I think, by our backgrounds. I come from a place where people are very poor.
It's tough, you know, because like we never had a lot of opportunities.
Those things kind of form like a ceiling, if you will, you know, for you because you feel like you can't do anything. So,
for me, corporate America was pretty foreign.
I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to ask people.
Had no clue.
It's my first
business job. Like, I worked, but not like worked in this kind of setting. You know, a Fortune 500 company. This is not like working at GameStop or McDonald's. This is completely different.
Starting the All-Stars was one of the most important things I've done in my life. They take young people and they shape them and mold them.
You learn different aspects of like everything, like how to talk to people, public speaking and things like that, which is great because you need to be a well-rounded person.
They just let you come out of your shell.
They don't know about the bigger world, so they come to the All-Stars and they go through this developmental process that really does nothing less than open up the world to them.
When you see that tremendous development happen over the course of the 6 weeks. That's probably the most fun part about DSY.
I'm 17 and I'm interning at one of the big 4 accounting firms in the world.
I'm currently an intern at DirecTV.
I could say I had an internship before even entering college, which to me is like, wow.
Say, hey, my first time in a conference room was at the All-Stars. First time building a resume was at the All-Stars. The first time interacting with someone that doesn't quite look like me was at the All-Stars. Definitely opened my eyes to what my possibilities were that I never knew existed.
There's more to life than just staying in your neighborhood. There's more to life than just being stuck in like a kind of a bubble kind of thing.
I am currently working at AIG Corporate.
Officially a senior training manager at a large Fortune 500 wireless telecommunication company.
There's more to life than just sit in a classroom. And then when I came here, I learned that you could be successful in other aspects of life. I could say they provide you with an opportunity and hope when you feel like there's no hope in life.
Helping to do something that will eventually, somewhere down the line, yes, change the world. I really don't know where my life would have been without the All-Stars.
Yeah, that video gets to me every single moment I see it, and knowing those young people and where they are now in their lives, and the lives that many of you have touched is just amazing. To tell you more about the Development School for Youth and what it's looked like over the past 3 months, and as well as our summer development plans, I would like to introduce you to my colleague. She's a ball of energy, and she's like my light over there in New Jersey. So you're going to meet someone great right now. She's a one-of-a-kind advocate for youth development who for the last 5 years has been inspiring New Jersey young people to reach new heights. Please welcome Shade McDaniel.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Antoine. And thank all of you for being here this afternoon. The All-Stars is building the field of after-school development. And we're driving social transformation, because in addition to justice, our young people and their families also need the sense of belonging, joy, opportunity. All of that leads to a truly fulfilling life. And I believe that development can open this up for everyone. When the pandemic hit and our community shut down, the All-Stars pivoted our professional and leadership development program, the Development School for Youth, also known as the DSY, into the virtual space almost overnight. Our spring 2020 class of over 275 young people completed a rigorous 14-week program where they learned to network. They wrote their first resumes. They even had their first virtual job interviews. So last month, we celebrated their incredible accomplishments with family and friends and volunteers and business partners at our first ever virtual graduations. So just in case you missed out, I want to share with you some of the event's energy and excitement. So let's take a look at some highlights from last month's celebrations.
Welcome to our Spring 2020 Development School for Youth graduation.
Congratulations to all of our beautiful graduates, and welcome to your parents and your family members. It gives me hope and inspiration during these difficult times.
We're committed to your desire to grow, to have more in your lives, and to create new possibilities for yourselves and your families.
We are first responders of human development, going into the most devastated communities to bring the highest quality after-school development programs to our young people.
And little did they or any of us know exactly how challenging these 14 weeks would become.
The number one quality a person needs to succeed in business or succeed in any organization is adaptability.
We witnessed our students handle a transition to virtual workshops with the versatility way beyond their years.
It was difficult at first. I had to learn to find comfort within my discomfort because comfort doesn't help you grow. Now I attend these workshops and I don't ever second guess myself. I don't ever think I could not end up where you guys are.
The students took risk and pushed themselves beyond their comfort zone.
In the DSY, we're seeing how we're supposed to act in the workforce and making sure that we stay on top of things, even when we make mistakes. The DSY makes us feel more confident to express our opinions.
So we expect you to do hard work to be successful, but we're going to be right there every step of the way applauding you.
May all of you continue to test your limits. Don't let imaginary boundaries stop you. Become unstoppable.
I always thought that companies only did what was best for them. But you taught me that I can find a career I'm excited about and that I have champions in the business world who will support me along the way.
I want them to know how much it means to us that they are taking their time to introduce us to the business world.
We need you to be the next generation of business leaders, leading with empathy.
With you working to guide us, the future is bright.
DSY graduates, this is your time.
Oh, wow. And to think, graduation, it was just the beginning. My heart is still pounding from watching that video. It's so beautiful and it's breathtaking. It really is. You know, our teams are now fully focused on creating the summer of development. I'm so excited to share with you what we have in store, because just to think graduation was just the tip of the iceberg. In a typical summer where we would place over 400 DSY graduates into personal paid internships at over 150 company partners nationally, that's typically what we would do. But since in-person internships have been called off all across the country, the All-Stars and our partners knew we had to find new opportunities for our young people who are looking to grow and develop this summer. And boy, did we come and band together and come through for our young people. First, I want to share that we will be placing 86 young people in virtual 4-week internships. This is a pilot experience that we'll be testing and learning from with our national corporate champions at companies like EY, JP Morgan Chase, and Willis Towers Watson, just to name a few. And then secondly, All Stars has designed and created a brand new program for those who recently graduated the DSY, so that way all our students have the opportunities to work with business professionals and continue their professional development journey. These students will engage in a 4-week program with workshops and digital tools and opportunities to be coached by a business professional. But wait, that's not all. Of course, there's more. Our newly formed virtual performance team is also creating opportunities for the entire All-Stars community of all ages and all backgrounds across the nation. They can join our other free summer programming. There's going to be workshops where everyone can perform and grow. And guess what? It's led by our two fabulously creative members of our team, Mr. John Rankin and Mr. Christian Palak. So the entire All-Star staff has stepped up in new ways over the past few months. And I simply cannot express how proud I am to work alongside such dedicated and passionate and talented people. You all, I am not shortchanging this at all. I mean, some of the most loving and compassionate people I've ever been able to speak with in my life. So I want to just take a moment and have a special shout out to my mentor. I know, she's a dear friend of mine. I'm a card-carrying member, fan of our first Chief and Youth Community Development Officer, Ms. Gloria Strickland. I'm just so happy I get to work with her. I also want to shout out my fellow Jersey girl who I'm learning I have so much in common with her, our new Associate Executive Director of the All-Stars of San Francisco Bay Area, Kaya Harris Thompson. I'm telling you, we got the bomb crew here, guys. I'm honored to work with them and other regional teams to lead our national after-school development. This June marks my 5th year on staff as an all-star. Can y'all believe it? Like 5 years. It feels all like yesterday. And every day, I'm telling you, it is a dream come true as I am a part of an organization that has been steadfast in its commitment to engaging poverty through youth development for over 40 years. Over 40 years. It's amazing. I want to highlight 9 companies that showcase the success of our involvement philanthropy approach by being leadership sponsors of the All-Stars and our summer development. First off, I want to shout out Gilead Sciences and our support team there, led by Clifford Samuel and Kel Green. And a big thanks to RBC Capital Markets and EY and PSEG. I see you, Derek, on the call. And Hilco Global and TM Financial Forensics and CBRE and TAC and MetLife. All of these companies have contributed between $50,000 and $100,000 in leadership to our summer programs. You all are incredible leaders. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. The All-Stars just wouldn't exist without hundreds of companies who invest in our kids every year. Just take a moment and look at these companies. Now it is my pleasure to introduce a woman that so many of you know, but she's also my fellow fierce new mama, Miss Jenny Zach, the All-Stars Vice President of Development. Please welcome her to the stage.
Thank you so much, Shade. Wonderful to see everyone. It is such a privilege for me to get to work with Shade, David, Antoine, and all of our community leaders around the country. And in my role, I get to work with many of you who are here tonight, our community leaders, philanthropists, corporate partners, and new friends, caring adults who want to make a difference. It's been so inspiring to look through the chats and hear from so many of you over the last few weeks as you've thought about how you and your companies can do more for our communities. So I'm here to answer the question, what can all of you do? I have been an All-Stars volunteer, staff member, and builder for over 16 years. And every day I am so proud to see the impact that we make on youth and on all of our partners. Many of you often tell me that you get more out of your experience than our kids do. When we create opportunity together, everyone grows. This is a time when so many of us want and need to do more for our kids and communities. So if after tonight's event, you want to know how you can do more, I'm happy to say that we need you to make our Summer of Development possible. So here are some ways you can help. First is I want to ask you all to consider making a personal gift to the All-Stars Project. We have set up a Summer of Development campaign to raise $560,000 to fund this new program, our technology needs, and stipends for our youth. We have just under $96,000 left to meet this ambitious goal. And I know that if all of you gave $5, $100, $1,000, $10,000, there's no minimum or maximum. I know that we could fully fund this program and we could reach over 1,000 young people across the country virtually this summer. You can also join our Tech Needs Task Force. Many young people in our program need new or lightly used laptops, as well as Wi-Fi access or Wi-Fi hotspots to join our programs virtually. Some of you here, some companies and individuals have already made donations. Thank you. And we are looking for more companies to step up and donate additional laptops and Wi-Fi in the coming weeks. We're also looking for all of you to get more involved. If you want to volunteer or talk about how we can create a partnership with your company, or if you want to join more of our virtual community events, we'd love to have you. And finally, as you're talking to others who are looking to make a difference, tell them about the All-Stars. Share us on your social media platforms and invite them to get involved too. Soon after tonight's event ends, you will receive an email sharing more information on all of these volunteer opportunities and involvement opportunities. So we really hope you'll contribute, get involved, and share what we do with others. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much. I love that, our Tech Needs Force. So this is a pivotal time for our young people across America. So again, please dig deep, be bold, and give what you can. Thank you so much for that. I'm so touched by reading the chats. You are all just, yeah, as they say in the communities, you're giving me life right now. And it's so wonderful to know that the All-Stars mean so much to so many of you on this call today. So thank you. As you heard, All-Stars is all about performance. And I'm so excited to share our closing guests with you. Regina Carter and Alvesta Garnett are dear friends of the All-Stars, volunteers, and youth advocates. You may know Regina as the world-renowned jazz violinist who has nearly a dozen acclaimed albums to her name. Tonight she is joined by her husband, Alvesta, who's also her bandmate and jazz drummer for Abbey Lincoln, Harry Belafonte, and Betty Carter. He is also an All-Stars of New Jersey board member. Together, they will share a message of hope with all of us. So please welcome Regina Carter and Alvesta Garnett.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's an honor to be here. I am absolutely blown away by the presentation. The words of development from the youth, the performances, I'm so happy. I got juicy-eyed. I can't lie. I've been a volunteer with All-Stars since 2002, and I think about 10 years after that, maybe I became a member of the New Jersey board. Regina and I are donors to the program, and I have to confess, I too am one of those individuals that has come along to chip in with All-Stars, and I think I do get just as much from All-Stars, if not more, from All-Stars in my own development in working with the youth and watching the youth grow and flourish in this program. Congratulations to everyone. We're going to perform a composition of mine entitled New Orleans. This song was written after Katrina, and it represents the trauma that the people of New Orleans went through. So there is a parallel to our nation's history, but it represents the trauma that the folks of New Orleans went through and then managed to fight through it all and still find some sort of positive light. So I think you'll hear that in the presentation of the music. New Orleans with Miss Regina Carter.
Hi, everyone.
check right now. Peace and blessings. Thank you.
Alvesta, Regina. Oh, we got to talk. There's so much. That was so enjoyable. Thank you. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Let's give it up for them. Keep it going in the chat. Keep it going in the chat. That was so great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Peace and blessings there. Thank you.
Thank you again. Oh, wow. So what, like, that's a great way to end on a high note. I want to thank again Regina and Alvesta. Thank you to DirecTV, John Street, and Christian Pawlik for creating our terrific videos tonight. Thank you again for all of you who attended and put and created our performance in the chat room. Keep the chat going, right? And then I also want to shout out the Mighty All-Stars Project National Team, one team, our staff of 46. I think they're there. There they go. There we go. That's our team across the country, New York, New Jersey, Chicago, San Francisco, and Dallas. And again, thank you all for being here with us. Don't forget to sign up to volunteer as a development coach, make a gift, share your love for the All-Stars with friends and family, and keep building community. Keep spreading opportunity. Keep creating hope for our kids, for our communities, and our country. Good night.